Good morning, children. Welcome to class 11th biology once again. Children, in our previous videos, we were discussing about chapter 8, that is cell, the unit of life. And in this chapter, we have discussed the introduction of cell. Okay, we'll continue the cell, the unit of life in this video. Today we'll taking the unicellular and multicellular organism, plant and animal cell, and eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell. Okay, so start from the unicellular and multicellular. So children, as you see on your screen, based upon the number of cells present in organism, they are classified into unicellular and multicellular. Okay, like for example, amoeba, paramecium, euglena, bacteria, and fungi, basically yeast, they consist of single cell. So these organisms are called unicellular. Okay, in simple words we can say that those organisms which are made up of single cell is called unicellular. For example, amoeba, paramecium, euglena, bacteria, and yeast. Okay, these are unicellular. Okay, children. Now, next, that is multicellular. Multicellular are those organisms, those are made up of many cells. Okay, those are made up of billions of cells, millions of cells. Like for example, human being, tree, an elephant. These higher organisms are made up of several billions of cells and they are called multicellular. Okay, so all multicellular organisms are both complex and organized, while the unicellular, they have the simple organization. Okay, so this is unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular, single cell, and multicellular, many cells. Okay, clear about this? Children, as you know that all the organisms start their life with a single cell. Like for example, in human or in animals also, all the cells of our body come from a single cell zygote. Okay, the zygote is divided continuously to form our multicellular body. Okay, first of all, the male and female gametes both are fused together and form zygote. Zygote, that is a single cell where the life start. Okay, the cleavage, the division takes place in zygote and they continuously divide and they form multicellular organism. Okay, so we can say that cells are not only building blocks of our body, they are functional unit also. Okay, because the cells are grouped together, they form organ, and organ are they connected with each other, they form organ system and they perform the special task. Like for example, the respiration and breathing is done by the respiratory system, reproduction is done by the reproductive system, and the digestion is done by the digestive system. So these all systems are consist of cell. So cells are functional unit of life and structural unit of life. Okay, next children, a difference between animal cell and plant cell. Okay, so animal and plant both have basic structure, with cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, and various cytoplasmic organelles. Okay, these things are common in plants and animals, but certain differences are also there that differentiate the plant cell from animal cell. Okay, and these differences are: first, that is cell wall. Cell wall is completely absent in animal cell. Okay, and in plant cell it is present. The cell wall formed of cellulose and is present outside the plasma membrane. Okay, cell wall, that is the first structure of the plant and it is made up of cellulose. Okay, second, vacuoles. Okay, vacuoles, if present, are few and small. Children, in animal, vacuoles basically are in few number. Okay, sometime it is absent, but in some organism, if vacuoles is present, so they are very small and few in number. But in plant, large vacuoles lie in the center with cell sap. Okay, in the center of the cell, the vacuoles are present, and these vacuoles are play important role in the maintaining water balance and storage. Okay, so maintaining water balance and storage, these vacuoles play important role. It is a kind of cell organelle. Okay, children. Next, that is plastid. Plastid, that is absent in animal cell, and plastid are present in plant cell. Okay, in plant cell it is of three type: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Okay, we have seen that the chloroplast play important role uh, in photosynthesis. Okay, so in animals the photosynthesis not take place, the colors are basically absent there, so the pigment, the plastid, basically absent in the animal cell. Okay, now the fourth one, that is in animal, centriole and centrosome are present. Okay, but in plant cell the centriole and centrosome are absent. Okay, children, do you know what is centriole and centrosome? The two centriole, they combine together and they form the centrosome. It is a kind of cell organelle. Okay, and they are used to organize the microtubules. Okay, clear about centriole and centrosome? So in animal that is present, but in plant that is absent. Okay, they are devoid. Okay, the food, that is storage in the animals in the form of glycogen. Okay, glycogen is a kind of polysaccharide, and in the form of glycogen the food is stored in animal. Okay, the extra food they will stored in the form of glycogen, where in plants the food storing polysaccharide is generally starch. Okay, so in the form of starch the plant store the extra food. Clear? So this is some basic point regarding the difference between animal and plant cell. I hope you have learnt. Now next, that is important difference, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Okay, pro, that is before, and karyo, that is nucleus. So in prokaryotic, a well defined nucleus is not there, or we can say that the false nucleus is there. Okay, a true nucleus is absent in the prokaryotic cell, and in eukaryotic, eu, that is true, and karyo, that is nucleus. So in eukaryotic a true nucleus is present. Okay, so first of all we'll take the prokaryotic cell. as you see on your screen, prokaryotic cell is relatively simple cell in terms of its structure. In prokaryotic cell, true nucleus is absent. If the nucleus will absent, then the DNA that will found in the cytoplasm, basically in the nucleoid. Okay, instead of nucleus, nucleoid is there in prokaryotic cell, and in nucleoid the DNA is found. Okay, you see that the DNA molecule that lies freely in the center of cytoplasm, okay, which is called nucleoid. Basically, a structure nucleoid is made in the cytoplasm, and uh, in nucleoid the DNA will be found. Okay, in prokaryotic the nuclear membrane and nucleoli will be absent. Okay, if the nucleus not there, then obviously the nuclear membrane and nucleoli will be absent. Okay, membrane bound cell organelles like plastid, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosome, these cell organelles are completely absent in prokaryotic cell. Okay, and these all cell organelle that is present in the eukaryotic cell. One more thing, children, in prokaryotes the 70s ribosome are found. Okay, and the example of prokaryotes, that is bacteria, blue green algae. Bacteria, blue green algae, the two example of the prokaryotes. Okay, I repeat once again, prokaryotic cell doesn't have a well-defined nucleus. Instead of nucleus, they have a nucleoid in the cytoplasm, and in the nucleoid the DNA will lie. Okay, the prokaryotic cell lacks the nuclear membrane and nucleoli, and membrane bound cell organelles like plastid, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, these all are absent also in prokaryotic cell. Okay, and they have only the 70s ribosome. Ribosomes are present but 70s. Example, bacteria and blue green algae. Okay, next, children, eukaryotic. Eu that is true. Okay, and karyo that is nucleus. So the eukaryotic cell, they have the true nucleus. Okay, they have well developed nucleus, and nucleus contain the nuclear membrane and nucleolus. All membrane bound cell organelles such as plastid, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, etc. are found in the eukaryotic cell. Okay, eukaryotic cell are reported in all living organisms except viruses, bacteria, and blue green algae. Okay, children, actually viruses are not truly organism. Outside the body of living organism, they are non-living, but if they enter inside the body of living organism, they become active and they cause the disease. Okay, so in viruses, bacteria, and blue green algae, the eukaryotic cell not reported. Okay, clear about this? Now we'll take a little table to understand the process of comparison of cell organization in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. First, that is nuclear membrane. So we have seen that the nucleus is absent in prokaryotes, so nuclear membrane will also absent in prokaryotes. Nuclear membrane is present in eukaryotes. DNA, it is naked in prokaryotes, but in eukaryotes it is combined with proteins, histone proteins. Okay, if DNA will not combine with any protein, any means histone or non-histone protein, so they will be naked. But if they combine with histone protein or non-histone protein, so they are non-naked. So naked DNA, that is found in prokaryotes, but the DNA that are attached to the protein, combined with protein in eukaryotes. Okay. Third, chromosome. Uh, Chromosome in prokaryotes, basically a single chromosome are found there, but in eukaryotic the chromosomes are found in pair and multiple chromosomes are found there. Nucleus is absent in prokaryotes and present in eukaryotes. Division, basically we have seen that in prokaryotes a single cell organism are found there, like bacteria, blue green algae. So division not takes place, cell division not takes place, so we can say that a mitosis. Okay. And in eukaryotes the division takes place by the meiosis and mitosis, so we can write the division by the mitosis or meiosis. Okay. In prokaryotes the division by amitosis, only the limited. Okay. Next, that is ribosomes. 70s ribosomes are found in prokaryotes, and in eukaryotes 80s ribosomes are found. Okay. Endomembrane. Endomembrane, children, a group of membrane and organelle which are help in transport of lipids and proteins that are absent in prokaryotes, but it is present in eukaryotes. Okay. Mitochondria, chloroplast, that is absent in prokaryotes but present in prokaryotes but present in eukaryotes. Cell wall, that is fine, but it is made up of peptidoglycan in the prokaryote, while in eukaryotes it is made up of cellulose. Okay. Exocytosis and endocytosis. Exocytosis, children, that is the something content of cell vacuole are released outside the cell. Okay. From cell to the outside. Okay. This is exocytosis. Exo means outside the cell, from inside. Okay. And endocytosis, that is from outside to the inside. Okay. So exocytosis and endocytosis, that is absent in prokaryotes but it is present in eukaryotes. Okay. So children, today we have discussed about unicellular and multicellular organism, plant cell and animal cell, and a difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Hope so you have learned properly. If any problem, we'll discuss in the live class. Okay. Thanks for your kind cooperation.